Hi again everybody. I know it's been a while since we've been on, but we'll go through that as we go through this vlog. So here we are. It's been a year now since we've been doing this, since Dan put out his call to say take your camera, point it at something, take some video, stick it on YouTube. And whilst we were hoping that we'd have reached 1,000 subscribers by now, unfortunately we haven't quite. We're up at about 850 something, but it's still heading in the right direction, so hopefully we'll get there before too much longer. So most people, when they get to a 12-month, do a review of what they've done over the past 12 months. We've decided that we'd have a go at doing a sort of bit of a question and answer. Let you get to know us a little bit better, perhaps. Reason we haven't been on over the last couple of months, and I'll apologise to anybody that hasn't been enjoying the canal boat videos, but it's the only footage we've got at the moment to put up. We have got some footage from Disney to go up when we get round to doing it. Our son's just finished doing his one, but unfortunately we can't use that because it's nearly 2 hours long, and there's a lot of stuff that I'm sure YouTube would kick us off for. This time of year, both of us suffer from SAD. For those of you who don't know what that is, seasonal affective disorder. Usually during the year, if one of us is a bit down, the other one can lift the other one's spirits, but come this time of year, we both go downhill. You know, it's almost like we just want to hibernate. You can understand why a lot of animals do it. So let's get on with our little question and answer thing. So, Lynn, can you believe that it's been a year since we put up our, well, over a year now, since we put up our first vlog?
No, I really can't believe it, but what a year it's been. We've learnt so much, haven't we? We thought it might be fun to do a question and answer vlog that we think people might like to know or just be reminded of. Rich did give me the heads up to the questions, so I could write down my answers, as I didn't want to forget to tell you anything. So, sorry it's all written down and read back, but I'll try and really put some feeling into it and tell you exactly how it's been. So, what was the first question, Rich?
So, basically, why did we decide to start a vlog?
Well, that's a bit of a long story, and it was mainly to aid my speech therapy after my stroke. And although I touched on the subject on our very first video, or we did, it took me 8 months to actually tell my story. If you haven't seen it, we'll put a link in the description. I have to say, to start our channel was the best decision that I ever made for my recovery. The comments and the support I've received from our fantastic subscribers has been absolutely overwhelming. So my question to you, Rich, is, as it wasn't my decision to start the channel.
Wasn't? I thought it was your decision.
Oh, it wasn't your decision to start the channel, so I can't read me own writing. Have you, and that's typed. Have you enjoyed the last year? And if you have, what have been the main challenges for you?
On the whole, yes, apart from in the early days when we almost gave up because of the technical difficulties we were having. For example, losing all our footage from last February's NEC due to a card reader failure which corrupted the card it was on. Then we lost most of our early videos when an external hard drive failed. but some investment in the new equipment soon sorted out the problems and the challenges.
Well, let's be honest, Rich, I don't think spending money has ever been a challenge for you.
Takes one to know one, dear. So, what's been the most enjoyable part of running the channel for you?
Well, it's not the editing, that's for sure, because that's worse than a divorce in a bag. And anyone who doesn't know what that means, it's the dreaded awning. Rich puts a vlog together in the editing program and I pull it apart. It's done under a veil of domestic stress, frame by frame. Anyway, that wasn't the question you asked. What the best thing is, and that's when we get comments and I get to reply. Excuse me, I've still got a run cold.
Both of us.
That's because most of our commenters, I think actually you say commenters, have become good friends in a very lovely social group. I love that. So, Rich, here's your next question. Why did we decide on a seasonal pitch rather than to tour in the caravan?
Several reasons really, but I think the main one is that you get paranoid about towing. Since having the stroke, it's heightened your emotions and you worry about just about everything.
No, see, I don't see that as worry. I just think that...
What you mean, mind that bush, there's a car 2 miles down the road.
I know, but I just think that when you have a brain injury, there's so much information coming in at you that it's really hard for the brain to process this in all at the same time. For example, overtaking cars overtaking you, the anticipation of other drivers, the road conditions.
It's me that's driving, not you.
I know you're driving, but because there's a horrible thing stuck on the back, you feel like you need another.
I thought you liked your caravan.
You need some more eyes, you know, and.
Oh, what you mean? You're
It's like a big monster
driver.
when it's behind the car. Actually, I'd be really interested to know if there are other brain injured people out there who feel similar to me. Perhaps you could let me know in the comments. And I'm not just talking about towing. Lots of situations can seem overwhelming, even for me doing this video and trying to get things in the right order. It's difficult, and that's why I've had to write it down. So please share your stories with me, and I'd really love to hear them. Anyway, I digress. Carry on, Rich.
Yes, so back to the seasonal. That being the main reason, but also after I fell off the roof about 8 foot, landed on my back and injured it. Fortunately, not too seriously. We were finding it hard. Also, our age is against us now. We're getting older, so you know, we've got a big 5 metre awning. Yes, the awning buddy that we bought, and there's a video on that. Has helped a lot. It's a lot easier to get it up. I also noticed that Camper have now bought out a similar sort of thing, which looks even easier to use.
I don't think we should bore them again with another awning video.
So, you know, we were at Mersey and we liked it there, so I suggested to Lynn, why don't we stay here? Did that surprise you?
Yeah, I was shocked actually. I was prepared to carry on regardless, like I usually do. We'd spent all this money on a caravan that I'd visualised myself in, but I hadn't given the towing a thought. I just thought it would have to be a huge hurdle I'd have to overcome. I didn't know the first thing about a seasonal pitch, but you had obviously given it lots of thought. I remember you saying that as the site had everything we needed, why don't we stay? So off we went to find some people to talk to who were actually staying on the seasonal. That was quite funny. We asked the first people we came across what they thought of it, and they said, well, we came here 17 years ago and we're still here. So that sold it for me, and we haven't looked back since, have we?
No, the only thing that was lacking this season, or the season that's just gone, was the width of the pitch. Unfortunately, because we come sort of about halfway through the season, there weren't that many pitches left. And although we could get the caravan in and we could get the awning on, we weren't able to put our sleep annex up, which meant that we had to have stuff laying about in the awning. But on the new one, there's plenty of room, so hopefully we'll be able to get...
No, not more stuff to buy.
No, I wasn't thinking of buying any more stuff.
We'll have to put a ban on buying any more if we've got more room.
Yeah, but I got fed up with you complaining last year about how everything was left in the awning, so...
Yeah, it did look untidy, and I do like a clean ship.
So, you know, it looks exciting. We were due to go up to the caravan on the 16th, but we've had a phone call from Waldegraves, who have said that the caravans are going to be a bit later going on the pitches because it's waterlogged up there at the moment. So we're waiting to hear back from them when our caravan is actually on its pitch and we can go up and level it and start sorting things out. So, 1 year on, and what do you think the future holds for us?
Well, I'm hoping we'll reach at least 1,000 subscribers so we can monetize our channel. We could have done this. Where does this go?
You did it.
I know, but it's double-sided. You tell me to do it double-sided and it's all over the place now, so sorry about that. Well, where did I just end? See, even with it writing down, it's confusing my mind.
We could have done this.
Oh right, yeah.
A while back.
We wanted to. So we can monetize our channel. We could have done this a while back before YouTube changed the goalposts, but I've never bothered because we didn't need the money at the time. But someone along the way planted a seed by saying, I don't even know who it was. Can you remember?
No.
Why don't you raise the money for the Stroke Association? Use the money you would raise from YouTube. I thought this was an excellent idea, and it beats asking people for money, which I cringe about doing. After all, and I'm going to get emotional now, if it wasn't for me having the stroke, I would never have started the channel. So any monies, as far as I'm concerned, would be gratefully received by the Stroke Association, who have helped me so much and can help people in the future build back a meaningful life. Rich, so if you haven't subscribed, I think this is your question. Sorry, I got so emotional. This is not very successful, people. Sorry, but this is how we are, so take us or leave us.
Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed yet, please could you help Lynn with her plan to reach the 1,000 subscribers so that we can monetize the channel. And when those adverts start appearing, perhaps you could spare a couple of minutes just to watch them. I'm not quite sure how it works with YouTube and how you get paid, but obviously a couple of minutes of someone's time to watch an advert, if that gives a couple of pence, you know, even if over a month we only raise £1 a month or something, it's £1 more than what they're getting at the moment. You know, as Lynn says, that they've given her an awful lot of help and support, and Lynn's always been one for sort of giving one way or another. She's the type of person that when you meet her, you could be a total stranger and you'd still tell her your life story. I can remember years ago, it was on a canal boat holiday, weren't it, with the kids and your mum and dad.
I don't know what you're going to say, I don't remember.
And we'd moored up in Birmingham, and we were walking through the ball ring, and all of a sudden we noticed Lynn was missing. And when we turned round, there she is with a total stranger who's pouring out his life to her. Whether she's got mud written on her forehead or not, I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
But she's that sort of person. She's a very good listener. And she's always wanted to help people. So, anything else you want to add?
No, this way I can. So, yeah, it'd be great. And I can, you know, it gives a purpose to the channel then, and you know, and I just love my subscribers, so.
She just love a few more.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't forget the originals, don't worry. Help you so much.
Okay, so I suppose that's enough of us waffling for the time being.
Yes, so hopefully soon we'll be back at the caravan and the sun will help us through our moods.
Yes, yeah.
We'll be, you know.
I mean, before somebody says, yes, we have got a one of the lights and we sit in front of it, but it helps a bit, but not that much.
Yeah.
You know, we have got plans in the pipeline for the future, but that'll be the subject of another video, perhaps a bit further down the line. So we'll keep you guessing on that one for now.
Yeah. Involves a lot of sunlight.
Hopefully. So, from us, it just leaves us to say, keep smiling. If you enjoyed it, give us the thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a comment as to why you didn't and how we can improve. If you've not subscribed yet, please do. Please share this with friends, family or anybody else that might be interested and haven't subscribed yet, so that they can see if they would like to. And
see you next time.
Yeah, bye for now.
Bye.
Bye folks.